Hi, today I'll talk about a important concept called repository initialization or called Apache Sling Repo Init. So this feature was available with AEM since 2016, but that feature made available to the client in AEM 6.5 using Service Pack 6.5.5. Before I start explaining repository initialization, let's understand some scenarios so that you can understand the need of this repo init. So let's say you want to create a service user. So how will you create a service user? There are two ways. One is out of box with AEM called CRX Explorer. You can create a service user using CRX Explorer, but that is a manual task. You have to create that user on all the instances. Another one is ACS Commons. You can create one configuration of ACS Commons and you can deploy that configuration along with the code base, and your service user will be created. But just to create a service user, you have to maintain a ACS common, which is a heavy solution. Another one is you have to create groups and users. You have to create groups and user manually. But when you want to move these users and groups from one instance to another instance, you have to take help of ACS Commons again. And I said ACS Common itself is a heavy solution and you have to maintain it. And you have to assign permissions to groups and users, and you have to add users and users to groups. So these things, some of things you have to do manually, and for the some of the tasks you have to take help of ACS Commons, which is already a complex solution. And ACS Commons is not completely supported to AEM as a cloud service as of now. Definitely it will support in future. So if I say you can perform all these tasks just by creating a configuration without ACS Commons, yes, it is possible, and you can do it using a repo init in repository initialization, Apache Sling repo init, right? You just need to create one configuration and you are done. You have to write some statements. So along with this, you can create any kind of node, right, at the initialization of your repository, means initialization of your configuration. So what do you need to use this feature? You need AEM 6.5.5, means AEM 6.5 with Service Pack 6.5.5. So once you install that 6.5.5 Service Pack, you will have two additional bundles called this jcr.repo-init and jcr sling.repo-init.parser. So this parser bundle, this is for interview questions. This bundle is responsible for implementing a language, right? We will have a language, very simple. Using this language, you will write some statements to achieve all this, what I explained in previous slide. This bundle, repo init, is responsible to perform operations on your repository. Let's say using one of the statement, you are saying create a service user. So that statement you will be writing, so that that language is implemented using this, and actual operation is performed. That operation is written in this bundle. So you must have these two bundles. I'm not writing the version of these bundles because if you have you might have different version based on the service pack you have, but you should have minimum 6.5.5 to use this feature. Now straight away go to AEM and I'll show you all these operations what I mentioned here as part of demo. Okay, so there is a factory configuration available in AEM, Apache Sling Repository Initializer Factory. This is the factory configuration and you can create any instance of this factory configuration. I have already explained about OSGI configuration and factory configuration. If you did not see that, please go back and check those tutorials. That will be helpful for you. Now, either you can create a configuration either using this plus sign, or you can create directly in repository by creating a configuration, means file, either by sling osgi config or .config, which I already explained how you can do that. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create one instance of this configuration in my project. So my project is Geeks project, and I'll create a configuration here using .config, right? Because I need an editor, I need to write it there. It's not a problem. You can write a configuration using this means as a sling osgi config as well. Both works. Even you can create .json as well, but I'll explain you when I start explaining the cloud related demos. So I created a configuration called org apache sling jcr repo init repository initialization AEM Geeks. As soon as you create this configuration, one instance of that configuration will be available in your OSGI console as well. You see, this one has been created. Now you can write your script. I would say script because we will be using that language here in this script, and you can add any number of the script in the same configuration. Ideally you should have one only, and you can have a different section. You should write all your configuration here. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. First I'll show you. You can create a service user along with the permissions. To use this language, you just need to remember few words. Like to create a service user, what you can do, just write create service user and the name of your service user. Now, and you can give the path as well where you want to create a service user. So service user created under a system, user system. So what I'm saying, create service user AEM Geeks service user with path. And what is the path? Home, users, system, and under system it will create a folder called geeks, and then it will create a service user. So it will create a service user, but I want some permissions, I want some access to that user. So either I can create inside this only same, or I can create one more kind of editor here, and I can write those how I can add permissions. So to add permissions, you have to use set ACL. Set ACL, this is the syntax of creating permissions, and for the user, service user created in above statements, right? So I'm saying set ACL for this user. Now it allow what kind of permission you want. Allow JCR read, common, repo, write, on what? On my AEM Geeks website, AEM Geeks content. You see the path of this. So allow or deny. You can even set the deny as well, right? For just for the demo purpose, I'm showing you allow. So what I'm giving, allow read write permission on AEM AEM Geeks content, read permission of conf and AEM Geeks folder on conf, and read permission on this apps. So before I hit save button, let's check whether this user is available or not, and we have to see under homes, user, system, geeks. So go to homes and users. Let me refresh a bit. Users, and I don't see a geeks folder, right? So I'm saying it should be where? User, system, geeks. So user, go to the system, and I don't see any geeks folder, right? So let me save this. So as soon as I save this, there should be a service user under system/geeks. If I save it, so as I save it and I refresh it, you see a folder created geeks and then the service user, and this is the user. Even you see this name, and see the authorizable ID is AEM-service-user. Even you can verify it in the console as well. So let me refresh this once, and if I search for AEM Geeks-service, okay, so you see this user has been created, and if I double click on it and check permissions, so you will see I gave permissions. What permission I gave? Let's verify once. So I gave read permission on whole apps, and if you see the read permission on whole apps, and inside the content, the read write permission on my geek site, which is there, and inside conf it should have permission on read permission of my AEM Geeks, right, under conf. So whatever permission I gave, those are available here. So now how you can create a service user, which is very, very helpful. You don't need to maintain any ACS commons for this, right? Now how you can create a group and user. So to create a group, there is a command called create group and the name of that group, right? And alternatively you can define what path, with path. So I'm saying, okay, create this group under home, groups, and the group name is geeks user. Now I'm setting the permission as well. So in earlier I used two editors, but in here I'm using the same editor, set ACL for geeks user. Now I'm setting the ACLs for this group, and I'm saying the read permission to this package AEM Geeks, read and write permission for conf AEM Geeks, read and write permission for code as well, because that's the admin. And I'm saying okay, it has the permission to create user as well. And alternative, just to show you, I'm saying okay, it has a read permission on all. I'm saying slash, right? And you should have end as well. So when you start this, means setting ACLs, you should have end as well. So now okay, along with, let me show you. So this statement will create a user group. Now let me create a user as well the same way. Okay, so what I'm saying, create user. For creating service user, it was a create service user, but now it's a create user and the ID of that user with path. Where do you want to create this user? Okay, I want this user to be created under the folder which I created here, means this user geeks and the geeks admin, right? But and another statement is, if you want to add a user to a group, so what I'm saying, add geeks admin means add this user to group. So what group I'm creating in this previous statement, right? So but see, this is a user, right? This is not a service user, so user should be using this, someone will be logging using this user, but we are not defining password. So alternatively, you can define a password as well. So what you can do with password. So I'm saying with password, and what will be the password? 12345. You can define a encrypted password as well. You just need to define what is your encryption method. Let's say SHA-256 and then encrypted password. Just for the demo, I'm showing you the simple text here. So what happened when I save this? So first it will create a service user, right? Then it will add permission to this service user, which I have already explained right now. Then it will create a group along with these permissions. Then it will create a user with password 12345, and it will add this user to this group, right? So as I show you, so if you see here, before we move on, before we save, let's check the group folder, right? The groups. So I don't see any group called geeks users. So as soon as I save this, there should be a group, and in user there should be a folder called geeks, under which we'll see this user. Okay, just save it. Okay, so you see a group, a folder has been created, geeks user, right? This is actually the group. And if I go under users, there should be a folder called geeks. This one is geeks, and under which there should be a user called geeks admin, right? Now this is a normal user. Now if we try to log in this, we should be able to use to log in AEM using this user. So okay, now it was geeks admin and password is 12345. So everything goes right, we should be able to log in, and we are able to log in. And if you see the user, it's a geeks admin. So that way I did not create any user manually, I just add some configuration and I will be able to add my user. So now how easy it is. So what you can do for your use, you just need this configuration, you just need this configuration and you are done. You can add this configuration. Yeah, now you do not need to move your users from one instance to another instance. You just have one configuration, right? Now let's take one more example. Now I want to create, while deploying, I need to create a website as well, right? So if I check, we have AEM Geeks. Okay, we have AEM Geeks, and we have a different country site. So let's say I want to create a website for Canada, just for the simple example. So how I can do that? This is just a basically example. You can create any kind of node using this, right? So let's come here and let me add one more editor. You can do everything in a one, but just to separate your logic or separate your queries in a separate, it will be helpful for your maintenance. So to create any kind of node, you can say create path and give the path. So what I'm saying, create a path under content AEM Geeks and create a CA, and in bracket you should define what is the primary type. So I'm saying create a path in the sense node CA, which is the primary type of CQ colon page, and under which create a one more node saying JCR colon content, and what is the primary type? Page content, right? So this statement will create a page, means basically a node. Now I'm saying set the properties. So to set the properties, use set. You remember to setting ACLs also we were using the set, but that was ACL. Now it's a properties. Set properties on the node we created. Okay, and what are the properties? I'm saying set sling resource type, right? I'm setting the resource type to this. What kind of property it is? It's a string, and 2 the value is this. That way you can create. So I'm saying resource type is equal to this, and template is equal to this, and title is equal to Canada, right? So if you see, it's not there right now. Okay, when I save this, there should be a page, or there should be a parent page of the Canadian website. If I save now, let me refresh this. So see, this has been created. So when you need initial content, you can write the statement in this configuration as well. So now you understand how easy it is. This is very useful to create your service users, moving users from one instance to another instance. Now you do not need to maintain ACS Commons if you are using ACS Commons, only to maintain service user and this moving of users from one instance to another instance. And this is completely supported in AEM as a cloud service as well. This was just an introduction. You can achieve a lot more what I explained it to you. This was just a introduction. I'll give you a document link in description. You can go that documentation, read that documentation and see. This is really important topic, and if you implement this in your project, you will solve your user related problems, user related issues. I hope you understood. If you have any question, please add a comment. I will try to answer it. Thank you.